Installation of Bailey bridges ahead of schedule. Health authorities issue warnings in the face of gastroenteritis and leptospirosis outbreaks. And 7 new schools to open Monday, while 9 others will remain closed until further notice. I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. The details coming up.
Get serious. Get bop.
We should be sleeping.
Live wider awake with Beauty Rest, the only mattress that combines the support of legendary Beauty Rest pocketed coil technology with the comfort of air-cool memory foam. Beauty Rest. It's you fully charged.
Available exclusively at Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
Homework, research, school-based assessments. Visit the Muslim store today and give your child the tools that they need to succeed. Tablets as low as $399.99. Laptops starting at $16.95. Or get a complete package including a desktop computer with camera, speakers, table and chair. So don't let your child's education suffer. Come down to the Bayfront Roseau and check out these incredible prices. Only at the Muslim store. Locally born, locally grown.
Cashwiz is the one-of-a-kind pawn shop in Dominica. We'll trade all your old and used appliances for cash, grant loans applicable to the value of your vehicle and other appliances. A community service-oriented organization actively involved in building communities and empowering the young, while partnering with social groups for nation building. So come to Cashwiz Dominica on the corner of Stibble Street and St. Johnson's Avenue, Pottersville, Roseau. Call us today at 440-5555. Check us out on Facebook or email dominica@cashwiz.com.
Topping the news, 2 Bailey bridges have been built with 2 more to be constructed as a temporary solution to accommodate traffic along the west to north coast. Idona John Baptist has this report.
Contractors have met the deadline to build one of 4 Bailey bridges in response to damage on road network caused by Tropical Storm Erica. The first bridge is up at Point Round en route to Portsmouth, and it will likely be ready for use this Saturday. The second Bailey Bridge at Battley was also put up on Friday ahead of Tuesday's projected completion. NSG West Indies Limited, based in Barbados, is responsible for the bridging equipment. Part of the NSG's 40-year expertise is project management with a focus on transport and infrastructural solutions.
Been discussing projects on Dominica prior to the tropical storm, and of course the storm happened and the need for bridges arose. We had some bridging assets in St. Vincent, and we got it shipped to Dominica. And now we're installing, we did one 18-meter complete up in Point Round, and we're doing an 18-meter here at Battley. And we finished this one, we're gonna go and install an 18-meter at Makushari. We will be doing the Boudica Bailey Bridge as well, and that'll be, that's a rather large one. So it's either gonna be a 2-span, a 30-meter and an 18-meter with a tower, or one 60-meter span. So it's still in the decision on how they're going to do it.
The temporary bypass at Makushari, Battley and Point Round will still be necessary to accommodate 2-lane traffic.
And this is the temporary, and then when work gets done on that one and that bridge is reopened to traffic, we'll remove the bridge, put it in storage for a later use if God forbid something else happens, and then open traffic back up on the rebuilt bridges. These bridges are completely safe. They're erected very fast. They're designed that way. It originated as an Army bridging project, and so it was designed to be built very quickly. So the speed that it's built does concern a lot of people that it's not going to be safe. These bridges, excuse me, can handle the excavators. So normal vehicular traffic is no problems. 2 of the Dutch soldiers that are helping on the project have already went to the port and they're loading up the next bridge. And then when we're finished here, we're going to Makushari. We're going to offload and start erecting that bridge there.
French firm Emile Gadecan Efi was engaged in foundation works to facilitate construction of the Bailey Bridge at Point Round. But before that, its team took 2 weeks to build a temporary bypass at the Point Round site. The river was dredged and a concrete platform built as part of that project. Totoram Sanichara is supervisor of that aspect of works.
Well, we had 2 excavators, one Dynapack roller, and 8 men to do the job. Yeah, it was very challenging, and we had met the deadline of the Bailey Bridge and also the bypass. The Bailey Bridge is a temporary bridge for traffic to flow on, for the temporary until we repair the original bridge that is really damaged.
What now needs to be done to get this project totally completed?
The approach to the Bailey Bridge has to be completed today. And tomorrow, maybe we have traffic on it, if everything goes well. So we shall be finished tomorrow, around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock tomorrow.
8 engineers of the Dutch Army are part of the bridge construction.
Because we have a lot of experience in building the Bailey bridges. So that's why they asked us to help you guys out to fix the main problem on the crossings. The first one, the Point Round. The second one was Batali. And the last bridge will be bridge number 3, and that will be in Makushari.
From what you have seen, which one has posed the most challenge to you?
I think it will be the last one, because that's Makushari. That's a very big area and a lot of culverts, a lot of rainfall. So I think the main problem will be on Makushari.
In other top stories now, 5 suspected cases of leptospirosis on island as health authorities attempt to curb threats associated with Tropical Storm Erika. The Ministry of Health and Environment is advising people to avoid contaminated areas that may be infested with rats.
We have taken samples and referred those samples to our reference lab in Trinidad, the Caribbean Public Health Agency. In fact, one of those cases I can say we have just received the result that it's negative. So although we thought it was leptospirosis, it presented like leptospirosis. Normally persons would present with a lot of muscular aches. Persons will can present with fever and jaundice.
The Chief Medical Officer is advising individuals to wear shoes and gloves, especially during cleanup exercises. Meanwhile, the Chief Medical Officer says there are concerns with regards to dengue and chikungunya.
We have not had many reported cases of, as far as I recall, the data shows in terms of chikungunya or dengue, but we know that there's a potential of it increasing, or there might be an outbreak if we don't take the necessary measures in terms of covering our jobs, ensuring that all the areas that we have around our home breeding, which are suitable for breeding of mosquitoes, we should try to reduce those breeding sites to reduce the chances of the spread of dengue and chikungunya.
And still in health, the Ministry of Health reports an outbreak of gastroenteritis with a reported 153 cases on the island due to the passage of Tropical Storm Erika.
Gastroenteritis is a condition that causes irritation and inflammation of the stomach and intestines. It is caused by eating or drinking food or water which is contaminated by bacteria or virus, improper hand washing or handling of disposal items. The Ministry of Health and Environment has released a health bulletin in an effort to heighten its public health response.
Most of those cases are in fact coming from the Portsmouth area and from the Roseau Health District. In fact, a little more than 1/3 of the cases that we have seen and we have documented so far from 27th or from the 28th, to be more precise, of August to yesterday, the 16th of September, we have documented a cumulative number of cases of 153 cases, and out of those cases we have 55 of those cases are from the Portsmouth Health District.
Symptoms of gastroenteritis are vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, upset stomach, and stomach cramps. The Chief Medical Officer says the ministry has intensified the public education on gastroenteritis.
We want our public health persons, primary health care personnel, our persons from the environmental health department, and also from the health promotion to be on the ground within the communities to teach the persons exactly how to prepare water and to make the water safer. There are a number of things that we have been doing with regards to public education, which is good, but we now have to revisit our strategies to ensure that the message is actually getting down there to the persons on the ground.
Dr. Johnson says currently healthcare personnel are receiving training to manage gastroenteritis and to give timely diagnosis.
We have sent a number of samples to a reference laboratory in CAFA to be able to test to see exactly what organism is actually causing the disease, so that we'll be in a better position very shortly to say that it is as a result of, or give what we refer to in medicine as the etiology, the direct cause. What is the organism that is actually causing it?
The Chief Medical Officer advises individuals to refrain from drinking water from rivers and springs due to health and safety issues. Individuals are encouraged to boil all water before use.
Moving on to education now, students of 6 primary schools and 1 high school can look forward to finally starting the new academic year on Monday. The Minister for Education, the Honorable Peter Saint-Jean, announced on Friday the schools which are ready for classes on Monday.
While some schools remained closed due to damage sustained and lack of water, I am pleased to announce that the following schools will reopen on Monday, September 21st, 2015. Jones Bopia Primary School, La Plaine, Woodford Hill Primary School, Calibishi Primary School, Northeast Comprehensive School, Campbell Primary School, Pishley Primary School, and Salisbury Primary School.
9 government schools still remain closed.
The following schools will remain closed until further notice: Kulibistri Primary School, Convent Preparatory, Massac Primary School, Roseau Primary School, Collyho Primary School, Dublanc Primary School, Wesley Primary School, Petit Savan Primary School, Berean Christian Academy. I wish to advise that the Massac Primary School should reopen on Tuesday, 22nd September 2015.
Saint-Jean says a bus system is in place for students from Petit Savan attending the Pierre Charles Secondary School. Students should be at the Petit Savan bus stop in Roseau at 6:45 a.m. for pickup. The reopening of school for 1st to 3rd formers of the Dominica Grammar School has been further deferred as the school itself continues to be used as a shelter. In other news now, another financial institution has reached into its coffers to give back to its clients after the devastating impact of Tropical Storm Erika.
The National Bank of Dominica launched a program at a news conference on Thursday with the aim of alleviating the plight of its customers and employees.
We will extend the grace period to all our customers who were affected in the disaster areas. In addition to that, we will launch as early as Monday a quick cash loan program where we will offer customers up to $10,000 unsecured to allow them to replace the lost and damaged items.
People who lost houses and vehicles during the tropical storm will also be accommodated by the bank.
For those who may have lost their vehicles during the storm, we will commence a special vehicle loans program again as of Monday. And to homeowners who may be considering relocation, we will also be launching a special house and land program starting on Monday. And so we're hopeful that these initiatives in some way will assist our many affected customers to start the rebuilding process. We understand it's going to be challenging, we understand it may be long, but NBD is giving its commitment today to work side by side with our many customers who have been so affected.
Edwards says the bank is playing its part in helping Dominica's recovery efforts by donating money to 2 organizations on island. The Dominica Relief Fund will receive $30,000 from the NBD, while the Dominica Red Cross will receive $20,000.
This money, which we have received today, will assist us greatly with our volunteers. Our relief process in terms of food items will commence today. I know it's trying times for all of us, even those of us who have not been impacted. We feel their pain.
And one primary school in the Roseau area has announced its dates for the opening of the school year.
The Convent Preparatory School is one of the many schools on island which was severely affected by Tropical Storm Erica. Damaged roadways, weakened building structures, and no running water are among some conditions being experienced by schools, which has delayed their opening date.
Well, there has been a wall dividing the convent, the ICM convent building, from the convent prep building. That wall fell up during the disaster. And of course, the windows of the classroom, which was formerly called grade 6, caved in. But the damage was not done only to the classroom, but also to the water line and the sewage line. So this caused us not to have any water available at the school. And of course, this means that students will not be able to come to school because of the lack of water and lack of facilities, toilet facilities.
Datush announced the opening dates for the new school year are 25th September for pre-K pupils and 28th September for all other pupils.
Our decision to open on the 28th for all the students and on the 25th for the pre-K students is based on advice from the diocesan engineer, Mr. Lowick, and the contractor. So they told me by that time everything should be all right. However, I hope our parents understand that we too are concerned about our children. We are also concerned about our school because our school continues to do well at the grade 6 national assessment. So this is one of our priorities. So therefore, we intend now to have a meeting next week, Tuesday, with our parents to tell them of our plans. Because they are concerned, but we are even more concerned.
The primary school has expanded its number of classrooms as space for children was becoming a concern.
The Bishop of Roseau, Bishop Gabriel Malze, gave us permission to use the ICM building to construct or create 6 additional classrooms, staff room and whatever. And this has been done, it's completed. So we were looking with enthusiasm, towards going to the convent this school year. But Erica came and just messed us all up.
Kurt Lewis is one of the men working on repairing the convent prep following Tropical Storm Erica.
As you can see, the wall fell. So right here, we're just trying to repair the wall by digging a solid foundation, we call a base, and then we'll come up with the wall after that. But first, they are the plumbers now, they have to run the pipe, the sewer pipe. So we built a manhole there yesterday, so they have to connect the pipe to the manhole and then connect it to the outlets right there, which go into the sewer. Okay. Well, actually, we take it for a month, but it might take more than a month because with the month now, we thought we would have the excavator to dig for us. But because of, no thing for the excavator, so we had to do it by hand, manual, so it might take a little more time.
You're watching Channel 5 News. Coming up, St. Martin Disaster Relief Team plans to return to Dominica, but this time to help in the construction of homes.
The right room temperature is essential for a good night's sleep, and your broken AC unit is making matters worse. You toss and turn all night and fanning is not the answer. It's time to end your nightmare. Come to Tong Refrigeration Center at Foncolé, where we meet all your air-conditioned needs. Tong Refrigeration Center also provides a range of parts, including circuit boards, compressors, capacitors, coil, gas, and more. Visit Tong Refrigeration Center at Foncolé today. Now you can sleep in comfort.
Introducing the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz has joined with Ashley Furniture, the #1 selling home furnishings brand in America, to bring you the most extraordinary furniture selection at unbeatable prices. It's now easier than ever before to find that perfect furniture piece for your home. And what's more, you can add that special touch with the right accent piece from our range of designer accessories from Ashley. Create the perfect look for your home with the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home. Visit the new Ashley Gallery at our Roseau store.
Dating a minor is unacceptable.
Having sex with a minor is unacceptable.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Here's a cool way to make some quick cash with the Dominica National Lottery. Simply go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Dominica National Lottery, and like our page. Fill out a simple form and that's it. Every week, one lucky fan will win $250. Yep, 250 big ones just for liking our page. How cool is that? So what are you waiting for? Hurry to facebook.com/Dominica National Lottery and start winning. Draw takes place every Friday.
There's a place in Portsmouth that's mellow.
The products and services are just mellow.
Located on Harbour Lane in Portsmouth, next to the St. John's School, it's Milo's Bakery.
Milo's Bakery offers a wide variety of tasty pastries and breads for your satisfaction.
Baked fresh and soft.
So come to Milo's for your tasty pastries. Open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Saturday and from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays.
Call 445-4044 today.
Thank you for staying with us. Proceeds from a single recently released by a local band expected to go towards children and youth affected by Tropical Storm Erika.
On Wednesday, the Lucas Band officially launched their single, Dominica Overcome, and it is now available for purchase. The song's producer and band spokesperson, Ronald Charles of Trafalgar, says they will use the song to raise funds for those affected by the storm.
Dominica Overcome, We Shall Rise Again, is a song that we felt that was, because of the passing of Erika, we have seen so much devastation and so forth, and we believe as we came together and we did what we had to do, we will realize that the children probably still need the help, or they still need the comfort and so forth.
The band is currently in the process of producing a video to the song directed by Alwyn Bully. It is expected to be released in 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the voice behind the music says he hopes the song will bring comfort to Dominicans during this time.
A lot of people, they may not make it look like anything, but they are going through a lot, especially those who who is back at zero with their lives and have to move forward, try to move forward, to see what they can do to get their lives back together.
Like a thief in the night, with no warning and no chance, Mother Nature, you came and took away. So many lives are now gone. What a challenge to move on, 'cause we mourn all you took away.
And a team from St. Martin, who's been here providing relief supplies across the island, has handed over an additional 200 cases of water to a few communities in the south. The St. Martin chapter of the Dominica Disaster Relief Committee, which has been distributing relief supplies this week, will be heading to Grand Bay, Bagatelle and the Wesley High School to deliver 215 cases of water. Lloyd Paul describes the experience over the past week as tough but fulfilling.
This is our last delivery. We have a truck there right now. It's loading up to take 100 cases of water to Grand Bay, 75 to Bagatelle, and another 40 to the Wesley High School. So all in all, it has been a very, very successful venture. We are satisfied with what we have done so far. And if I had to do it again, I would have done it. Dominica has felt our presence, and we're going to continue to do whatever we can to help in the rebuilding of the devastation of Storm Erika.
The team hopes to return soon with building supplies to assist in construction of homes for displaced victims. And the local government commissioner is urging the public to avoid rumors that shelter volunteers are taking advantage of the system.
There are a number of persons volunteering at various shelters on island assisting displaced Dominicans. Lately, rumors have been circulating about volunteers and certain actions at the shelters. Local government commissioner sought to put those rumors to rest. He is appealing to the public to be sympathetic to the plight of volunteers as well.
The people who are volunteering, people have to understand they also have families. They go to the shelters and they give their time, they leave their families behind. And some people have difficulty in that if the shelter has excess water and at the end of a shift the people are going home, that they can go home with 2 bottles of water. So people are accusing the volunteers of all types of things. And so we really want to stop that. Actually, that created a big stir at one of the shelters early Saturday morning. The whole question of accusation and false, and rumors.
Fontaine says spreading accusations and rumors will lead to problems. He appeals to the public to stop. One shelter manager stressed the amount of time volunteers spend with evacuees.
But sometimes you're there from 6 and sometimes we usually leave there sometimes even the latest 12 o'clock just to make sure, just to ensure that people, settle in. And now it kind of makes it easier for us sometime at night. So we would leave maybe sometimes 9 because you have to go back to your home. And that's what some people don't want to understand. And we're trying to tell them, just be grateful, to us being there, assisting them.
Mr. Fontaine says there are other issues coming up at the shelters that should be a bigger focus.
You have individuals who are coming up with stories claiming that they're from certain communities, they're not getting anything, they're not agreeing with, and when you follow up the information, they're not from the area, they never, so we have to be careful of the things that happen during a disaster period.
And as the new school term gets underway, parents and children are being advised on how students can adjust to new school environments.
The new environment may occur when a child moves from primary school to secondary school or secondary school to a college-level institution. A child may also be exposed to new surroundings when moved from one school to another during the school year. Counselor with the Ministry of Education says the parents have an integral role in ensuring their children adjust to a different school atmosphere.
Parents can help by talking to the child about the new environment and doing it enthusiastically. If the child sees that the parent is happy and carefree about the environment, not necessarily carefree, but is satisfied and comfortable with a new environment, the child is more likely to take the cue from that and be more settled in that environment.
Creating an environment of familiarity among children can also help them become comfortable in new surroundings.
One of the things too that the parent can do is to find out who are the other children who will be in their child's class and arrange play dates where they can meet the children, play with them, be familiar with them. Think of yourself, if you go to a new place, don't you first look for somebody that you know and you'll gravitate towards that person. The child is the same thing. They will look for persons that they have known and they will move there. So if they have been playing with these children before, when they move into that new environment and they meet them there, it will be easier for them. the parent who can get involved with the life of the school, what is going on at school. Because if the child sees that the parent is comfortable in the school, then he tells the child, oh, it's safe for me to be at school, so I can be safe there too.
The school also has its role to play in helping children adjust to the new environment.
One of the things that the school can do is organize a day, not necessarily during the school, probably before school starts, where they can have the children come and explore the environment, especially for the little ones. They just come and they just see what's there, see what is happening there, look around, if it is safe for them, because as I say, we always look for safety. And if they become familiar with that environment, when they come back there, it's something that they know already, something that they're familiar with.
And finally, the Grotto Home for the Homeless has benefited from a donation of almost $2,000 from the Universal Elegance store. The contribution, which came in the form of a freezer, was given to the Grotto Home when the dire need for one arose in late August.
Persons believe that because Erica did not hit us, we are not in need. But we have been doing relief work even before Erica, and we continue to do it. Those vagrants, those persons in Roseau who have no food, they continue to come every evening from about 4, and we give them a hot meal. We get relief supplies, but if we do not have somewhere to store the meat kind, all is lost. And we have just lost one of our freezers, so we are so very happy for this kind of gesture.
Public Relations Officer of the Universal Elegance says the business place was pleased to assist the Grotto Home in their time of need.
We at Universal Elegance is joining in these great efforts. We are proud to be able to contribute this freezer to the Grotto Home for the Homeless as a corporate responsibility.
Up next, more scattered showers coming our way. Your weather report is next.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's weather broadcast. The Atlantic high pressure system continued to be the dominant feature across the area today, and satellite imagery showed some low-level clouds moving across the island, resulting in occasional cloudy skies. Meanwhile, today's radar imagery indicated localized shower activity across the island during the course of the afternoon. Tonight's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with a few scattered showers. These conditions are expected to continue into tomorrow. Sea conditions tomorrow are expected to be slight to moderate in open water, with waves peaking near 5 feet. And looking ahead, the Atlantic high pressure system is expected to continue to be the dominant feature over the next 3 days, resulting in occasional cloudy skies and some localized afternoon showers due to daytime heating and some light and variable winds. And across the Lesser Antilles tomorrow, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a few scattered showers are expected across the entire chain. And on the international scene, sunny conditions are once again expected in New York, London and Beijing, and thunderstorm activity in Miami and Caracas. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:54 a.m. and will set at 6:04 p.m. For further information, visit our website at weather.gov.dm or call the weather hotline at 447-5555. Thank you for joining us this evening. Have a good night and a great weekend.
To end the news, the headlines: installation of Bailey bridges ahead of schedule. Health authorities issue warnings in the face of gastroenteritis and leptospirosis outbreaks. And 7 new schools to open on Monday, while 9 others will remain closed until further notice. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching. Do have a good weekend.